Hello, ladies and germs. It's your old friend Jim up here in East Tennessee with his little nutty dog Rosie, who don't like me to make videos no more, especially when I just got home from work and she's not getting all the attention that she so richly deserves. But I did take her out to use the bathroom and gave her a treat. So me and her will play in just a moment after I make this video. Hadn't made any this week because hadn't felt like it. Been working 12 hours every day. I'm supposed to be on my 7 off, and we'll have to work a bunch of them, but I'm not complaining. I'm grateful. But a lot of things been going on this week, and I even made a list to talk about them. Don't forget to vote next Tuesday. Unless you're voting for a Democrat, then by all means forget and vote Wednesday. I guess everybody's been heard about the assault hammer attack out in California. Something fishy going on there. I wish they'd release the body cam footage, but that ain't never gonna happen. Never, ever, ever. But something stinks fed dude's not a conservative that did that. We still don't know whether there was 3 people in the room or in the house or not. We had the drone attack on the Russian ships in the Black Seas, and they even said they had a little watercraft drone. So, and then they had backed out of the grain deal, and now they're back in it, so who knows what's going on over there. I know that they blamed the UK for the Nord Stream pipeline explosions, and also the bridge going into Crimea that was blown up. According to them, they have a text message or an email from the UK Prime Minister at the time to Anthony Winkin Blinken that said it's done. So I don't know whether that's true or not. And then what else? We had the virtue of journalistic integrity. The Atlantic magazine came out and said we should just grant amnesty to all those who push the Fauci ouchie, the poison, the lockdowns. People couldn't go to nursing homes to visit their relatives when they were dying. And I say bullshit. Need a Nuremberg style of tribunal, because I'm not going to forgive and I'm not going to be forget. Didn't know if I was going to get to keep my job because I didn't get it. Was ostracized, ridiculed, harassed. Didn't know if my kids would be able to continue to go to public school, so I'm not forgetting jack squat. So piss on them, and that's my opinion. We also have U.S. boots on the ground in Ukraine, inspecting the arms depot. Well, the arms depots are a pretty big target in a time of war. So what's going to happen if something bad happens? Escalation everywhere. And let's see, what else? I guess the big story this week for me was the emails and stuff that came out that, of course we all knew it, the Department of Homeland Security was colluding with big tech to shift the narrative, to suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story, basically to change the election. And they got the big tech companies on board. I'm sure they had no problem with most of the media outlets either, because they're just Democratic activists disguised as journalists. So, but we all knew that was going on. So, conspiracy theories are quickly turning into conspiracy facts right before our eyes. And now the CDC, cat dog cat, is wanting to mandate vaccinations for children, and I don't care if saying that gets me kicked off YouTube for a while anyway. I'm sick of pussyfooting around with these retards. As you can tell, I'm a little grouchy about reading the news this week, but I have had a good week. The boys are all healthy. I called the butcher shop today, or the slaughterhouse. My beef's down there. It's going to dress out at 200 pounds, and it's going to be a little cheaper than what I think. It's going to end up about $7.85 or so, something like that. So that's not bad for roast and hamburger meat, stew meat, different kinds of cuts of steaks, filet, strips, ribeyes, sirloins. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. Can't complain a bit. So I hope everybody has had a good week. I hope you got a good weekend planned. We'll try to take the boys up to church. We hadn't been in a while where I've been working so much. And there's a big game down in Athens, Georgia Saturday if you're a college football fan. So let's remember this. Let's go Brandon. Let's go Vols. Sing Rocky Top before you go to bed at night. Might help them out. And what else? There was something else I was going to talk to y'all about. But I will show you. I still haven't played with my dehydrator, but I am going to can some beef this winter. Hamburger meat. And I'm also going to use the dehydrator. I promise. I'm going to slow down a little bit after the first of the year and try not to work as much as I have been here this fall. But you got to have money to live. And with inflation, some guys from work went to Five Guys Burgers today on their lunch break. They get to leave for lunch because their salary. And a guy told me he got a burger and a fry. No, a burger and a drink, and it was 17 bucks. One guy got a burger, a fry, and a milkshake, and his was almost $30. Of course, the Five Guys has always been overpriced, but my Lord. I'd probably have to fill out a loan application right there to finance it if I win. So keep your eye on the prize, and if anybody watches Potato Head's speech tonight, let me know your opinions on it. Let me know what you've done, what you think about all these subjects that I just briefly touched on. I am not a news site, although I do keep up with the news the best I can, because it does affect how you prep. The inflation affects what you can afford to prep. The interest rates affect you if you're wanting to buy a piece of property. So we know the Fed went up again today, 3/4 of a point. So it ain't looking good for the home team. And things over in Europe, oh yeah, North Korea shooting all those missiles, then South Korea answering. China is not happy with us putting the B-52s in Australia, and I don't know why they're so upset, because the B-52s ain't had a good song since Love Shack, in my opinion. I didn't even know they were still around. So that's it on the bad joke. I'll let y'all go. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Adios, amigos. Like the video, comment, subscribe if you're new here, and y'all have a good one. Good night, friends.